Hi again. So I have an really exciting thing to share. For me, it's exciting. Well, first of all, it's involving with channeling. What I've received from the beings is entities or telepathical messages, whatever, is that in the starting from the end of December, there will be a massive, let's say, a wide range of acceleration. Now, it wasn't like describing, okay, this and this will happen, but it was like, in a way, everybody will start receiving, like, understanding, like, keep in short, everybody will start slowly becoming aware of the thing called awakening. It's like out of nowhere everybody will start to get these awakening things. Or just eat noodles, are really good noodles. Only if you eat too much of them you feel like those are fake noodles. Those aren't real noodles. I don't know how they make them, but in China I believe you can make everything, no problem. And the next interesting thing is I cannot wait till the end of December. But the next interesting thing is this, how you call them, channeling Tony from Canada. Hi Tony. I'm really looking forward. He's creating a channel and we'll be hosting a channel called, well, he will be hosting, and I agreed to do that because it's like, okay, let's try this. This is so exciting. And the channel will be called Breaking Beliefs with Tony and Matt, or Breaking Beliefs with Matt and Tony. And Tony has a really good way of explaining things from his perspective, or his dudes, or his channeling beings, entities, whatever. But sometimes I get too much concepts, and I just like, okay, I cannot follow that much concepts anymore. But for others, that's a perfect. I think that will be a perfect way of how you say, break a belief. It's like not breaking a belief. It's like breaking the so-called belief systems that do not support the human being itself. And now, just to make this video more interesting and more wider, is like, I didn't know whether I was creating this video or not, but I was channeling Elvis Presley. It was a short video. It wasn't a long video. It wasn't a short channel. It was a short channel. And he said that he never was an artist. He was like he didn't have the talent as an artist. And he was showing me his pink Cadillac, this pink cabriolet, I meant. And he was really exciting of it. And then he showed images of him being hugely fat, really fat. I didn't understand. I thought it's a disease, some kind of disease. I didn't know what it was, but it was so fat. It was like, And what I understood is that he wasn't very neat. He was like, many times he was like, no, I don't have the word to explain this, so I wouldn't tell it. But what I understood is that he wasn't actually such a rock star, or how do you say? He was like created. He was like created to be a rock star. He was like a show star. He was like artificially created. He wasn't like he stepped on it to himself. Because, for example, really good artists are artists by their character, by their personality. But he didn't have any of this. All I understood is that he was really suffering and he was really crying because he lost many of his good friends and he lost many things that he had. I understood that maybe he also lost his wife. I don't know his history. Then I was taking Princess Diana, who died in car crash. What I understood is that her head was smashed. because she was giving me the images of her head is being smashed and she was killed. And I was like, okay, now why did this happen? And she didn't tell me. She was like, well, since my childhood or something like this, there were lots of things like with relations. I understood that even with her family, that family was involved in some kind of way with that, and it wasn't a thing she liked to share. Wait, the phone call. Jā. Braucu pie tevīm. Jā. Jā. Pagaid, tu pēc tam brauc atpakaļ? Jā, mums ieskrien papīrusā. Nē, es vēl neesmu samaksājis. Labi, dod. Jā. Jā, pastāv vienkārši iemest to LSC. Nē, karti vajag tikai. Un tad aiznes uz pastu, viņi saskaita un aizsūta. Jā. Jā, tu vienkārši aizēji, iedod viņai uz galdu, viņi saskatīs, samaksās un viss. Davai. And Princess Diana was like really nice, and she was, what I understood, she loved to be single. She loved to go her own path. She was like individual. I would say really individual, and she was really nice and loving. And while we were talking with her, she was taking up my files, like who am I and what am I doing and what. And she took the charity, and she was looking at the charity, and it was like, okay, you are looking at everything right now. And she's like, now who he is? Now let's see what he is. And she was doing that, and that was really funny. Then we took the pilot or the captain of the ship Titanic. I was like, okay, let's see. And instantly, out of nowhere, strongly, he said, "Those bastards killed us." And he said, "Fucking bastards killed us." And he was so angry. And I didn't understand what was there, but as I understood, there was a submarine. I don't know. There was a submarine or something like that helped them to be synced. And I was curious. I was getting curious, but I didn't channel him again. It was like a short channeling. I was getting, okay, now this is something I didn't expect out of such a thing. And my interest is that how deep below is the Titanic? Below the sea level. Was he actually so damaged of the iceberg, or was it not? So I was like getting curious, getting more details. Where did he sink? What was next to him? Like, because what I think is that I don't know. In those days, were submarines that popular or something? But what I understood is that somebody helped him to be synced. And another thing what is new, a new channeler is opened in one of my friends, and I'm looking really excited looking forward and excited of this. So this is the news. What else? What else? Well, well, actually, I can show you around. Just take off this. I'm supposed to be looking at the road, but right now is not the proper time for that. We are driving on the world's most expensive bridge, and you know what? It's in Latvia, and Latvia is one of the poorest countries in the world. Alright, camera off. I stuck. The most expensive bridge per kilometer in the world, and we are driving over him. Let's look at our right. Nothing beautiful. Let's look at our left. Nothing beautiful. Let's look at our back. Nothing beautiful. So, to be honestly the most expensive is bridge. I don't see anything beautiful around here. Okay, we see a river, and we see another river, and many say that Latvia has an Eiffel Tower. Well, it's a television tower, but Eiffel Tower was a radio tower, so no difference. Okay, now when we touched Eiffel Tower, the architect of the Eiffel Tower appeared. Well, actually, he's not sharing anything, but he's like, I was looking for me a bit like French guy. Okay, no information that I can ask or that is interested in me. So we are still driving on the world's most expensive bridge per kilometer. Already, it's maybe 4 years old bridge, and still it has problems with the road surface. So to be the most expensive bridge, I'm not sure, because you need to fix it already. Okay, let's look at our speed. Nothing interesting. Let's listen to music. Don't go there, my road. So I would say Latvia, from this perspective, looks like Russia. Old Soviet buildings, nothing beautiful to see here. But we do have nature. A lot of nature. Lots and lots of nature. Well, but they say that Latvia's best export is the trees. So maybe pretty much soon we will not have that much nature anymore, because all the trees will be chopped down. So this is this is getting exclusive here. So if you want to get involved with trees and nature, you have to come here quickly. Otherwise, the trees will be chopped down. You know, in the front there are these taxi drivers. They are always poor and angry and not satisfied. My brother works in a company, and many times he's being taken home by a taxi driver, and he says always the taxi drivers are never sleep enough, always angry, never get money enough, and they are like the low vibrant consciousness, you would say. I never want to work as a taxi driver. One of my friends worked as a taxi driver. He said that it's incredible. You drive as a taxi, and you know, in the midnight, in the center of Riga, you drive, and you always want to be the first one driving, because then you will get the client. Otherwise, if you're the second taxi, if some taxi is in front of you, he will take the client if a client stands on the street. And what they're doing, they're trying to race each other, who is the first one driving. So basically, it's a huge competition. Alright, I think I'll stop recording, because obviously there's nothing interesting here. Alright, keep you, bye, see you, bye.